Guys, so I am coming to you today from the little studio that could. And I am in my Sweet Trash journal, and I'm fully in my creative practice for the day. And I've got two things to show you. One is some life documentation, just a real simple sort of scrapbooky style thing. And then this, I made this, and I'm calling this Patchwork Love. As I was, sitting with what's going on with me today and how I'm feeling and what's coming through, I was, enjoying messages from my kids and my friends and, little notes from my mentors and my students, and just really feeling absolutely overwhelmed with the gratitude that I'm experiencing right now. So much love is sent my way on the regular, and I'm really made of that. That's what sustains me. That's what fills my cup. I was talking yesterday in yesterday's video about, am I too much hustle, not enough flow? And I really sat with that after saying it. Is this workaholism? Is this problematic? And I think the part that might be problematic for me is that I'm kind of modeling this being in your journal every day in a way that may not be sustainable for the average person. So I just want to remind you, with all the love in my heart, first of all, my life is kind of monastic. It is very much set up so that I can be in here every day doing this kind of thing. It is not a life in which there are a lot of demands on my time. I don't have kids. The dogs are great, well trained, doing their own thing most of the day. Very happy to have me come and cuddle in the nest when it's time for that. But otherwise, they're fairly comfy, doing their thing while I'm in here. I don't have a job outside of this. I am, there's more stuff going on in my life now than there used to be, because I've got physio for this hip that won't heal, this back that keeps giving me problems. However, I have a lot of time for this, and I've built my life that way. So you may look at, oh my God, another video, another video, another video. Like, how does she do it? How does she do it? I'm able to do it because I'm an art nun. Like, this is what I do. I live a very hermity kind of lifestyle. I give myself breaks to go to pottery. But other than that, I'm here, I'm in my studio, I'm doing this. This is what I do. So I wanted to bring that to your attention because I don't want to be, causing any kind of like FOMO or envy or comparison. I don't want you comparing the kind of time I have with the kind of time you might have. This is what I do for a living. I've got the time for this because that is how my life is set up. But what I do want is for you guys to be able to come in and, watch one of the videos that I do and take something away from that and go play, even if it's once a month, I want there to be enough stuff happening on my YouTube. Excuse me, I've got hiccups now. On my YouTube channel, on my Patreon, I want there to be enough happening that you always have some source of inspiration. So I am a demon of work. I work a lot. I'm in here a lot, editing, filming, putting these things together for you, writing songs to go underneath my videos. These days, that's a new hobby that I've fully embraced. I absolutely love writing lyrics. It's been a boon. And one of the things that gives me life force is your response to it. One of the things that fuels this for me is you, and the way that you show up and the way that you comment the way that you express your appreciation for what it is that I've offered. I just want to make sure that you understand that this is not a normal amount of creativity for the average person. The average person is not going to have this kind of time. The average person is going to have way less time than me because, again, this one is dead. This is my life. This is my life. So y'all have, you know, your kids and your grandkids are coming over and your partners and your jobs, and I do not. My kids and I talk online every day, but they all live away, so there's no one coming over for Sunday dinner. So I don't get to see my grandkids unless it's over FaceTime. I don't get to see my kids unless it's over FaceTime. I don't have a partner. I don't have a job outside of this. So this is where I spend all of my time. And I appreciate you. You are my sole source of income. Thank you for helping me pay my rent and order my Odd Bunch box subscription every week. So that I can make, you know, gorgeous roasted veggies and soup and whatnot. So yeah, this is my life, and the expectation is not that this will also be your life. The expectation, well, I have no expectations of you, but my hope, my desire is that this provides you with inspiration whenever you need it. That you can just, gee, I wonder what Effy is up to today, and head over to my YouTube channel or my Patreon and grab yourself a printable from Patreon and watch a video and make a thing that makes you feel good, that gets you into your body, that creates a sense for you of there being a softer place to land. So I just wanted to mention that before I dive into all this creating today. It's all on video, so I've got stuff to share with you. Hello! I don't know what time you'll be getting this, but it is morning here. It's 9:28. I've been filling out my evening reflections, and then I printed this off. I used my Photos app on my Mac to create contact sheets, because then I get like the perfect size of little photos that I can use. Here, let me slide this over you so you can see my name. So I'm going to do something very life documentation with this, because that feels like what wants to happen. And I'm also going to glue this down. And then I have a desire to come in on, it's one of the tip outs, I think, here. Yeah, one of these. And I want to do a figure with color just as quickly as possible. Like, that's the goal is not to overcomplicate it and to get, you know, a very tall, elongated figure, something kind of divine looking in there. So that's what I'm going to do.